guys, so I'm just gonna give a quick disclaimer. I was halfway asleep when I recorded this last night, and I find myself very annoying in the first half because I was trying to be very peppy, that way you couldn't tell I was tired. So just be aware of that. It stops at the 5-minute mark, so please don't click off. Hi, and today I'm going to be telling you why you should not give up on drawing, and here's why. The artwork in the top left corner is from 2021. That was 4 years ago, and I'm redrawing it in the speed paint. As you can see, it's very, very different. The purple with multiply had a hard grasp on me, okay? And maybe it still does, but that's beside the point. When I first started getting serious about my art, it was probably around 2017. And the art community, oh my gosh, online was, it was really interesting. I loved the animation memes, and sometimes I still go back and watch them. I did all the poses to them, I loved them. And I looked up to all these very talented creators who had a variety of different art styles. But then there was also the side that was very, how do I put this, toxic, I guess? I remember when the Hopeless Peaches drama was going around. That was wow. And I still don't know what happened 7-8 years later, but it's whatever. Even though the community had its downsides, it was not as bad as today's. Sure, people would make fun of your art and stuff, but there was a variety of very encouraging videos all over the internet. Personally, for me, I watched Lavender Town, and just little videos that they did explaining techniques or the do's and the don'ts. Pretty much just watching her draw and talk helped me improve so much as an artist and gave me encouragement. However, nowadays, I feel like it's rare to see something like that. When you hop on TikTok and start scrolling through what is the fiery pits of hell of the art community, pretty much all that's on there are quote-unquote art tips, which is just them denying that methods that have been used for centuries don't work. I'm gonna make a video on that in the future. Trust, I will. The main reason why my art looks so loose when I do full bodies is because I chicken scratch. I'm an art center. It's not handwriting we're talking about here. This is not English class, okay? Something else you see while exploring these fiery pits is experienced artists, adults, teenagers, making fun of beginner artists. I never found the rendering process. I never found it funny. It's stupid. Or the fixing random people's art that I don't have permission to videos. Y'all, that even makes me scared to hit the post button. I can't imagine what other people feel like. And then you hear the conversation of, art is dying! We're putting blank canvases into museums! Oh my gosh! AI! And AI artists! I really wonder why we're experiencing the death of art itself. Maybe, just maybe, it's because either everything is total trash and it's wrong to do and everything has to look the same, but also it's not that deep saying. How are people going to expect for art to be thriving when all we do is push it down? We constantly criticize beginner artists over and over and over again, nitpick at their drawings. I've seen so many comments on beginner artist posts this is gonna become art lore, yeah. Or just very hateful things to say. Do y'all have nothing better to do with your life other than, torment little kids online? It especially bothers me when it's a person that doesn't seem to know anything about it. And those are usually the people that say, it's not that deep. Can you create something that isn't just life with your very fingertips? From your own imagination and muscle memory? Art is deep. And it always has been. Art is something that pours out of you. When you can't express something with words, you express it with art. I'm not just talking about realism, I'm talking about cartoons, cartoon styles, TV shows, all of that, music too. All of it is a gift from someone's mind that they've decided to share with you. You know, you don't have to be so viciously cruel to people just because you don't like their art or don't understand or, just like spreading negativity. Like, you wonder, why is art going away? Why doesn't it have this spark anymore? Because you're taking it away from people. You're taking away the ability to express and have that spark. You are blowing that flickering light out the moment you say something along those lines. I believe constructive criticism is great. It's a great thing. However, constructive criticism isn't just insulting someone's art. I've been told mean and just generally cruel things online from random people over the years. When it's first said, it really hurts. It really brings you down. But you have to keep trying. You have to keep going. If I had quit the first time somebody told me that my art was shit, I would have never been able to see my improvement over 4 years. And I'm so glad that I didn't, because I even surprised myself with the improvement that I made. Now, here's the question. Why are we tearing down artists without even giving them the time of day? Art is something that takes time and that takes practice. And when you put so much of your time and effort into something, it's gonna hurt when someone says, oh, you're not good at it. Also, with the it's not that deep comment. Like, what are y'all gonna do with Van Gogh say, oh my gosh, this is so cringe, it's not that deep. If this is you, please realize how idiotic you are. I beg of you. I'm not saying everyone's art has to have a deep meaning to it. I'm just saying that it is deep because people put a lot of passion into it, no matter what it is. Like, I'm not trying to be over here saying, oh, cut your ear off and then paint a picture of it. That's not, no. What I'm trying to get across is if people want to see art in the future, they need to stop tearing artists down, especially beginners. Since art is a form of expression, it's no wonder so many people in this generation are depressed. We have labeled anything that has an underlying meaning as cringe. Another thing I often see is, oh my gosh, every art looks the same. You go into an art museum, it's just a bunch of painted canvases and everything looks the same. It's because y'all bully people off the internet when their art style isn't what you like. Y'all all have that cool, lean art style or something. Not that I'm saying she's untalented. I don't necessarily like her as a person, but she does have talent. I'm just saying you guys don't like uniqueness, which is one of the main purposes of art. Like, early last year, I even tried to tone down my art style, that way people would like it more. And you can definitely see that in my work, because it's not exactly what I wanted to draw. I wasn't putting my passion into it. When you look at famous artists, I'll put them on screen now, they all have very distinct art styles. There's nothing else like it. And that's why they're famous. They may be dead, but they're famous. Overall, just draw what you want, draw what you like, because you're not going to improve if you don't, and you're going to lose that passion. Please ignore these people on the internet. Something that I have learned over the years in real life and on the internet is the people that say these things, like criticize and make fun of you, have nothing else going on in their lives. Their lives are completely boring. So they decide to spice it up by saying negative things to people just so they can bring them down and relish in the fact that they've actually accomplished something. And I know that's what a lot of people say. People just do this because they don't like themselves or don't like what's going on. But a lot of the times, that is the case. Truly, it really is. So when someone says something negative to you that you love, that you have a passion for, that you put so much of your time and effort into it, please pity them. Feel bad for them. Don't feel bad for yourself. This is very obviously easier said than done, but it's worth giving it a shot. Something I like to do personally is practice. That way I can prove them wrong. And even if they still don't like it, that's not my problem. I know my art is not for everyone. Just try to encourage others. It's really not that hard to do. It takes more effort to be mean than to be kind, and being mean is honestly really tiring, so yeah. If you are the person that is receiving this type of hate and discouragement, please keep doing what you enjoy and what you love.